So we don't have air conditioning upstairs in our house, so I bought a portable air conditioning unit. But we have another complexity in that we have crank out windows. So most of these units, and even the units that sit in the windows, are made for your windows on probably 90% of houses in America that just slide up and down. And even this comes with a frame to put in the window. You slide the window up, put this in the window, put your two tubes through the holes, slide that window down, and you've got a pretty good seal. But obviously we can't do that with crank out windows, and presumably you're here to find out how I solved it. So this is the end product, but you can just about see the light here. This is plexiglass. Actually, it's duraplex. So what I've had to do is get duraplex to fit the window frame and cut out these holes for it. So I'm going to walk through the steps that I've taken to do that. So the first thing I do is I get the mesh screen, because it's in the position of the mesh screen is where I'm going to mount the duraplex. So it's the dimensions of this screen that I want to match for my duraplex. So once I get that and I cut it and I make sure it fits, and then what I need to do is take this piece and use the inside of this as my template for where I'm going to cut the holes in the duraplex for the vent. Now, it's really important when you cut in duraplex, you cannot use your regular blades that you would use for wood. So for my circular saw, I had to order a specific blade for my circular saw. I couldn't even get it from Ace Hardware. I had to get it Ace online, shipped to store, and then pick it up. It took a few days. What I was able to get for my jigsaw from the store was some Bosch plexiglass blades. Effectively what they have a lot more teeth than your regular blades. They're smaller, and it gives you less chance of cracking that duraplex or plexiglass. I did try both. Plexiglass did not work very well for me. It cracked a lot. So I've had most successes with duraplex. So here I am with my duraplex. I've cut one out already for the one for the intake, the one for the vent, and obviously you can see I'm partway through. I just wanted to show you how I'm doing this. So this is my jigsaw, and obviously I've made the line from the frame that it gives for your regular slide up windows, but obviously I have crank out windows, so that's why I'm making this, and this is gonna fit beautifully because I'm using the exact same size, hopefully, fingers crossed. To start with, I drill 2 holes because the blade on the jigsaw doesn't fit through one hole, and I didn't want to go in with a big hole to begin with and risk cracking it, but I'm having some pretty good success with this. When I used duraplex, when I used Optiplex, it cracked. I can show you one from my Optiplex. So I abandoned this. Duraplex is much stronger, it's worth the extra money. And then I'm going to cut this out, finish cutting this out, and then test it. Moment of truth. That's a good fit. These vents a little easier to fit when you don't have the duraplex in the window. There we go. Next step, just take off the protective film and hook it up. Okay, so I've taken the film off my duraplex. I put the vents on here like this. So now I'm going to set it into place. My moment of truth. It seems to be sitting pretty well. So this is not the best looking part that I do next, but I actually use masking tape to go around some of the edges just to hold it in place. Obviously when you have your when you have the screen, there's a little clip there that holds it into the frame. And I don't have that. And I don't want to put any nails into my wood frame. So I'm just going to have a masking tape around the side. As I say, it's not the best looking solution, but it is very effective. Okay, so I have the masking tape on there now. You might be able to see it. If you can't, great, because as I say, you're not really supposed to. So now is my moment. So I'm going to connect the intake and the outflow from my air conditioning unit into the holes here. Pray to God they reach. Come on. Yes. Okay, so one of the things I've noticed is as I put that on, it just has an extra little bit of a pull. So I do need a little more masking tape up here and down there. I'll put that on, but effectively we are up and running. So one thing I didn't mention so far that I really like about this solution is, you know, it's never a tight seal. So there are times where you don't want it. Well, I can obviously take it off, right? But secondly, I can still close my window fully and have a tight seal on the room. And I don't have to dismantle this, move this away or anything until the end of the season. So let's plug it in. So we're plugged in. I'm going to open up the window. Now we're ready to rock and roll. Maybe. I had to hit reset on the plug. Now we're on. I don't have the greatest electrics in this house, so the lights just flicker a little bit, but we're up and running here. I'm pretty happy with that. So I've got 3 bedrooms up here. This is the final one. As the suddenly I've remembered, hey, I haven't made a video yet, so apologies. There's a little not as fluid as some of my videos, but I appreciate you watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. I'll try and answer what I can. And as I say, I will list the tools that I used to complete this job. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if this was helpful for you, and if you want to subscribe, even better. Have a great day.